Dawn, this is the Arkansas team. They have Aaron Barnum. She's had kind of a step up. I know she's a veteran, but she's kind of been improving this year. Just what have you seen from her and her progression?
Healthy. She's healthy. And if you've been around our league, she's been in our league. This is probably the healthiest that she's been, and you can see why she's such a great player. Seems like she's been there though forever though. So she'll be one that we definitely have to concentrate on to make sure she doesn't have like a huge performance.
Sure, and obviously they have some guards that like to shoot it. It's not like you guys haven't seen that so far this year, but I guess just going into that game and knowing that their kind of play style, just like what are some things I guess defensively that you guys try to hone in on when they have that?
Yeah.
Kind of...
Well, we definitely got to control and limit the amount of three-point baskets that they make. And the way you do that is you limit how many they take. And we've been pretty good running people off the three-point line and making them 2-us rather than 3-us. And but they got guards that can fill it up. They can get streaky and hot and knock down threes, and they stay in basketball games and they win basketball games playing that way.
Coach, with the We Back Pat game this weekend, what does this week kind of mean for the SEC? And do you have any memories of playing against Pat as a player, coaching against her, and just kind of her impact on the game?
Yeah. I have memories of her recruiting me, me playing against them. Somebody just asked me about that the other day. When I was a freshman, we lost to them by 33 points. And it's etched in my memory. And I just, from that loss is when I just vowed to myself and our team that won't ever happen again. And we may have lost to them, but it wasn't by 33 points. But that's the kind of impact and impression, both good and bad, that Pat Summitt has on people. Because if you've been in the game long enough, she's impacted you, good and bad. That's losing to them. That's her just being around the game, her sitting next to you while you're on a recruiting trail, just imparting knowledge and information to grow the game. And we must continue to pay homage to the disease that took her life, and also just her legacy, because she's meant so much to our game. Like, there won't be another Pat Summitt ever.
Is there an update on Sanaya or Coop?
Sanaya practiced today. Coop did not. Yeah, Coop did not. Where was Coop? Coop wasn't in practice today. Where was Coop? Well, Coop must have had to go. Oh, she had to probably go get a cast taken off.
Is that still just going to be a day-to-day thing with her?
Yeah,
okay.
yeah. Coop said, I don't want a cast. I just give me some ice. That's what she said.
You also don't have a game that's coming Thursday. Just how do you like the timing of that as far as getting your team a little bit of rest after a busy few weeks right now?
I don't know. It comes with the territory. Anytime you get a bye week, hopefully some of the players that have been strapped with injuries, some of our other players, a bye week isn't a bad week. Hopefully it doesn't take our momentum away.
Dawn, obviously another potential milestone game for Aaliyah. She doesn't seem to care about it that much. Does it change how you coach at all when you know she's got an opportunity to do something special like she'll have on Sunday?
It was so big. I thought she did it. She just tied it, though, right?
Yes, tied it.
Yeah, we want to go. Might as well knock it out. Get it out. Don't let it linger. So if she's close and we're out to a big lead, we're gonna keep her in until she gets it. Maybe a minute or two.
Kind of sticking with rebounding. Your guards had a great rebounding game last night, especially. What have you kind of seen from them? You got all these bigs. You got Aaliyah, obviously, but how about your backcourt rebounding these last few weeks?
We're getting better. Like we do these affirmations after practices, just go around the huddle and they talk about who's doing great things, and you run out of you really run out of people. You don't have enough people to affirm what's happening out there on the court, and it's everybody. So you say one person and then you missing out on 11 other people that you could have said something about. So it's it's all of it. We're just getting better from a rebounding standpoint, just us being connected defensively, to us sharing the basketball, making the extra pass, to us making the right reads. So I mean, we're just getting better. This is a cool thing to see.
And from a roster building standpoint, of course, one class had Saxon, and the next had Boston, everyone else. Cardoso was a transfer. But I guess when you're kind of putting a team together and, just what are some of the, philosophies or strategies when you're trying to, get a team that has a front court that says with the size that this one does?
I mean, we just go for talent. Like, it just so happens that Camilla's 6'7". I mean, and she was in the portal. We recruited her prior to her going to Syracuse, so we've already built a relationship with her. Raven was here, so I mean it's you see talent and you're like, okay, the talent fits in, but we also want to make sure that the personalities and what they believe in and who they are, and if they have good parents. I mean, that's really important that whoever we bring into our program, the parents are great parents. Like they have an understanding of just discipline. They discipline their kids. They talk to their kids. They talk to us. So that's a prerequisite for us.
For sure. And going off that a little bit, I know before the season started, you talked about how there's a lot of competition there, might present challenges of who you can put on the court at particular times. I guess at this point of the season, is there still a little bit of that of this X player and X player is being really productive, but then we also have someone else off the bench. Is there still a little bit of that challenge?
I mean, the challenge is now is to find everybody some playing time, to just keep them confident, keep them practicing with energy, and I mean, everybody's getting better, everybody's improving. So when they're improving, they want to play, and I mean, it's hard, but I'm confident that whoever we put on the floor can get the job done.
I'm sure you've been in all situations, but having an experience-laden team who knows how to win, that must change how you approach this team. You've talked a couple of times about, Coop and Ashlyn kind of getting them to lift this team up. So, I mean, do you concentrate more on the inexperienced players instead of let Aaliyah and her crowd get it done?
It's a balancing act. Like you have to know when to push and pull at different times, and it's probably my point guard instincts, just to know how to bring the best out of players. But you cannot, I don't want to spend as much time with lifting all the time, because you don't reward the players that are doing it every single day. Long are the days in which we bring somebody in here where we have to really concentrate on motivating. That's off the table. I don't want to spend time motivating someone while I'm not giving the attention to the people that are doing the right things all the time. So just balancing, when if Ashlyn and Coop and Chloe, if they're not where they need to be, we can just keep pushing them. But they don't get the majority of the attention. I think we spread it all out and do it in one way or another, whether it's assistant coach saying something, whether it's me saying something.
Anything else for Coach? Thank you, Coach.
And who would have